Hi, I'm Harter. I'm one of the partners and owners of Classic City Orthodontics in Athens, Georgia. We also have a location in nearby Watkinsville, Georgia. I come to you today to talk a little bit about my experience with Evolve's marketing. And I think in order to fully understand the reason why I hired Evolves, and especially have worked with Jerry since the inception of his company, really goes back to where I started in practice. A little bit about myself. I really love photography. I love being creative. I love art. I love the physics behind what I do. I love doing what I do, and that is creating smiles. We have our tagline, creating classic smiles. That was actually developed with the help of Evolves, and especially Jerry. Um, Given that I love photography and I love creating things, in the early days, I tried to do it myself. Quite honestly, I didn't have the money to hire a marketing company. I didn't know all the questions to ask in hiring a marketing company. And quite honestly, I really just didn't trust anybody else to represent my practice, my brand, my philosophy any more than myself. I knew it all, in other words, and I did not think that anyone else could capture the philosophy behind what we do. And over time, as my practice grew, I realized quickly that I would no longer be able to be that guy to stop in the middle of what they're doing and go create even a custom ad for a yearbook. I loved doing that kind of thing in my early days in practice, and I had time to do it. But as my practice grew, I had to focus on what I was doing best, the thing that God put me on earth to do, which was help people create the smiles that would help them represent themselves and their personality to the rest of the world. That meant that I had to let go of some things that I love to do, such as creating logos, creating ads, and just knowing that I did it myself. But I had to find somebody that I was going to trust. I had to find somebody that would know my practice, that would know me, know my team philosophy, know our core values. And we found that with Evolves. We found that with Jerry. Quite simply, I have tried other marketing companies along the way. Ultimately, we came back to Evolves because they knew our practice. They knew everything about our practice and the philosophy in which we served our community, served our patients. They knew that we were not all about the dollar. They knew that we have a set of core values that go well beyond straightening teeth and creating smiles. We invest in the person. And I found that same set of core values existed with Jerry and Evolve's marketing. They cared about our practice. I've talked to a lot of my friends, co-residents, friends that I've made all over the country. And oftentimes the questions when you go to big shows is, hey, what are you doing for marketing? What are you doing for marketing? You know, who's your SEO guy? Who created your website? And I'm like, well, tell me what you've done so far so that I can understand what it is that you're searching for. And many times those people would tell me that they had used this company or that company. They had paid a huge amount of money. I mean, almost an absurd amount of money to get a marketing program that they felt meh about. And so I would ask them, well, why is it that you feel that, you know, that you just weren't excited about the marketing program or your website that you had developed for you, even though you paid an extraordinary amount of money? And ultimately, it came down to the fact that they just didn't think the company understood their practice. They did not understand who the practice was or what their mission was in life. And I can proudly say that in working with Jerry and Evolve's marketing, not only do I feel like I got a great return on my investment, I feel like I have a partner in my practice. The creativity is phenomenal. The hands-on aspect of the marketing program, again, is phenomenal. It is one that is tailored to fit you, to fit your practice. And when I say you, I mean your practice. It is tailored to fit what you do, how you do it, and serves well to be the mouthpiece of your message. Let's face it, we are marketing our practice every single time we meet with a patient, talk with a parent, talk with people out in the community. Whether you know it or not, you're marketing your practice. And first rule of thumb is be true to who you are. Second rule of thumb is to surround yourself with phenomenal teammates and surround yourself with people who share your passion and align with your core value system. That might be people within your team, but it oftentimes has to be people who are outside the walls of your practice. So I've been very careful in selecting the people I work with. I choose to work with people who align with my core values. And sometimes you're going to pay a little bit more for that. Sometimes you won't. The most important thing, though, is finding that value, that return on your investment that is well beyond just a financial figure. It is a peace of mind and a trust that the person who is creating your website or creating your logo or creating your printed material packet or helping you to develop your online presence, be it digital forms, and helping you develop a workflow for your digital forms. You have a partner. You need a partner that's going to be easy to get in contact with when things go wrong. It's not a matter of if things are going to go wrong, it's a matter of when. And then knowing that that person is responsive and accurate in fixing an issue, helping to understand the issue, and even teaches you the issues and the solutions along the way is immeasurable. It's very valuable. So my experience with Jerry and Evolves has been phenomenal. I've seen his company grow from its infancy. He's seen my practice grow from its infancy. And I really could not imagine having a practice that is as successful as we have been in touching the lives of our patients without having a strong marketing campaign that is tastefully done and tailored to suit how we go about our business. We're not a big flashy orthodontic practice. We don't believe in having a huge external marketing campaign, but the external marketing campaign that we have is one that's very effective, and it is one that is tailored to the message that we are trying to get out there, that we invest in our patients, that we love our patients. We get to know our patients like family, which can sound cliche, but we actually go the extra mile to do so. Jerry and Evolves Marketing makes us feel that way about our relationship with them. So I highly recommend them. Give Jerry a call. Go through the process of allowing him to get to know you and allow his creativity to bring examples of things and avenues of marketing to your practice and narrow down the thing that's going to fit you. He's very good at bringing an entire palette of choices to you to find the thing that matches with who you are. You're going to find things that you might say, it doesn't work for me, and that's fine. That's the goal, to sit down and have someone who right off the bat starts asking you questions and bringing your personality out, the personality of your practice out, so that they can tailor make a marketing practice is a very valuable thing. You don't want somebody who's going to sit down and go, so what are we going to do? And sit there in silence. Because my gut reaction, my answer to that kind of question, which is what I often got when I met with other marketing teams, was, well, I'm paying you to tell me what we should do. And that told me right then and there that they weren't going to take the time to get to know me and my practice. Jerry will take the time, and he'll get to know your practice, and he'll come to you with creative things, and you'll be able to select the thing that works best for you and your message. So give them a call.